So this is round 1 of Chalice. We'll have a quick look at the teams and I'll hand you over to the commentary team. Invite sounds. There you go.
Good luck.
Thanks very much. This is going to come very much down in my mind to the leaping wizard combo and whether I can defend against it or whether or not he nicks off with the ball. So, gentlemen, thank you very much, and I'll hand you over to the commentary team.
Would you do if you had the option at kickoff?
Defend.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one.
Bye.
Right, L-Boy, this is the most short notice, and obviously we'll pause for the thing. Hang on. Hey there, sports fans! You joined us here at round 1. I can't believe it. It's become a weekly gig if he keeps going to the final. We'll be on once a week at this rate, Hellboy. Now, did you get any stats for these guys?
No, sorry.
No, right. I completely understand. We didn't know this was coming.
No. I mean, like, to be fair, I've been moving house this week. I've been out at the girlfriend's grandparents today. You know, we didn't even know if this one was happening or not until about 20 minutes ago.
I can tell you that the Washington Diplomats were an American soccer team.
Oh, very good.
They moved stadiums in 1977, just in case that was important.
Right, so far we've only got the wizard on the inducement. Wonder what we're going to see, because he's only got 180 that he's allowed to spend, because obviously he's got the 40k financial fair play rule, right? Now, yes. I'm wondering if I was the Kislev, whether that 150 wouldn't have been better spent on something else.
Bodies.
Yeah, exactly, a couple of extra bodies, or... Okay, so he's going to bribe. So...
in general to chat, hello everybody, I hope you're all okay. You know, bribing a babe, and that's it.
You've got to stop there.
Yeah, you've got to, because does he know this?
Yeah, he does. There we go. Good. That's all fine. So, interesting choice of inducements there. So, curiously, Duderino, although I can't offer any stats as per se as, you know, the head-to-head of these two coaches, yada, 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 I can actually say that I have played this matchup as the Kislev down TV before versus Dwarves that were very guard-heavy.
Yes, and we're not up against a German election. That is a good point.
That is a good point. But the interesting thing was that in the matchup that I played, I lost to the Dwarves because they made a 6-up pass.
That is interesting. But it's I see it as almost as surely this comes down to 3+ leaps.
Is that equal fame? That's equal fame.
Oh.
Oof.
Well, we've got nice weather. It's a lovely day here at the Memorial Field for Blood Bowl. We can't do the usual taking the piss about Andy for round 1 since the git got to the final last time. So that's ruined 10 minutes worth of material.
Exactly. What I was going to say, Duderino, is let's just talk very quickly about Troxbird's Kislev team, because I do know one thing about this Kislev team. It is A, very, very, very undercooked, and B, played only about 15 games or something like that. Yes. And it was quite far down the list of Kislev, should we say.
I've heard 8 Kislev, in truth, is what I've heard. So
yeah.
I know this coach wasn't particularly looking forward to it, but is this not what Chalice is made of? The plucky underdog snatching the victory from the imperialistic sort of like marching on all-powerful Dwarves coached by AndyDavo. Surely we all must be cheering Kislev a little bit here. Because
I thought you were going with a different angle there, dude. I thought it was going to be the plucky Dwarves against from the guy that can't normally get out of round 1. I mean, you know. But yeah, I mean, we've got to root for the Kislev here, really, haven't we? Because this could be just a removal fest.
Yeah, but have you not thought this through? We had a week off in 8 weeks now.
I know.
8 weeks. Do you know what? Doing one show a week for 8 weeks used to get you half the subs.
That's very true. I know. Curiously, though, dude, did you see any of the other teams in the Chalice this season?
I'm afraid I must admit it's been my
You've
first week
skipped.
back at work since
No
furlough
problem.
started this week, and it's all been a bit of a shock to the
No,
system.
no problem. I was lucky enough that I managed to catch Jimmy and Dimmy and who was the other one who did it? Oh, I can't remember now. It wasn't PC. Who was it? Anyway, no matter. The third one. Apologies for forgetting. Fimir. I managed to watch those three do their coverage of the Chalice. So I was, the draw and stuff. So I was able to see that. So I have seen the teams, and you know what? Andy's got a really hard couple of rounds if he gets past this one. There's a couple of really disgusting rounds coming up, but after that, it could be a Davo Crucifer final. Quite honestly.
Wow. So is it Eliod in the next round? Did I hear someone say?
Yeah, indeed. There's Eliod on that side of the draw. There's Chunter on that side of the draw.
No, I'm afraid Chunter is out.
Is he? Oh, okay. There's no Chunter on that side of the draw. Oh, of course, you did the coverage with Seabrook.
Yep.
How was that?
It was great. Me and Seabrook, we sat there and listened to more playback. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Great.
That was pretty funny. Good old more playback.
Aye, that's what I say. Good old more playback.
More playback. It was on Jimmy Fantastic's channel. A couple of days into the season, it wasn't done live. Like it wasn't done the usual live draw. So kickoff return from Andy with his disgusting movement 7 strength 4 runner. What a piece!
It is a nice piece. Oh, perfect defense, but he still should get 3 hits in no matter what. Well, 4 with the blitz, unless you drop back.
Oh, Rochelle dropping it.
Do you know what? Yeah, it was like that cheering instigator. I mean, first of all, it was bad enough for Chunter trying to knock them bloody Amazons down with, having basically no tackle on an ogre team and only a few people got blocked. So it was like, and then they had the inconsiderateness of, first of all, armor not breaking, and then if it did, it only being a stun. I felt definitely bad for my boy. I mean, there was no casualties done on the Amazon team whatsoever.
Oof.
Yeah, poor bugger. And the dude bought a Master Chef, and we all took the piss, some at Chronic. Like, oh my God, you spunked all your 300 on a Master Chef. Yeah, it was the best move ever. Left Chunter with like 1 re-roll and a half as ogres. And it
Amazing.
it was like, oh shit, that was good. But anyway, perfect defense here. He's still going to get the hits, but there is going to need to be some movement here because of the frenzy on the Troll Slayer.
That was an awesome clip, Rochelle. Well done. Oh, right. So Andy already having a chat with his opponent, asking about weddings and whatnot. Very good, Andy. Very good. Let's focus on the game. Mind on round 2. Let's keep an eye on what's going on.
No, it's all right, Cauliflower. Stick around. It's half hour.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll see whether we need to have a discussion about it.
What is the situation? Is that no? It was a perfect defense. So has this dude got 3 re-rolls and a leader then?
No, I think he's brought 4 rerolls because Kislev, you probably want to be running 4 rerolls more often than not. And as I understand, Troxbird, feel free to call me out if I'm wrong at some point. But I think from memory that he was kind of just playing this team a little more for fun, should we say? Just learning the team, having he's got a couple of stat ups, great fun, having a laugh with not such a great record. So to then suddenly be called into a Chalice is a bit harsh. And look at this guard. Look, Andy already just going, right, what are you going to do, mate? We're just going to
make your 3 pluses. That's the thing. Yeah. Dude, if you, Hellboy, actually just step away from this game for a bit, scroll up in chat and watch that clip that Lyra Sean did of part of Chunter's game.
I did. That's what I said to Rochelle. I thought that was a fantastic clip.
Brilliant.
Really good. Really funny.
Actually, that was probably the best result there for that push.
Oh, no. They're piling on? Are we going to pile on?
No. Even though he's got a babe, it's numbers at this time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Make this drive as easy as possible.
You want to negate the impact of the wizard as much as possible, don't you?
Yes, on defense. Oh, he's probably going to pile on that. Did he use Mighty Blow? No, he didn't.
No, pile it on.
Come on, surely.
Yep, here we go.
That's it. Get the snowball doing.
So already that's 11v9. That's a brutal start, isn't it? Duderino, I also must note that I'm going to talk a little quieter today because I've moved into my new flat now.
Yes, I must admit, I had noticed you were speaking in clip tones.
Yeah.
Tom with an H, he's let me down. Don't even start me. I would have been ready for it, but there was, look, I'm going to say it, there was no stats. All right, we had a little bit of short notice. We ain't meant to be here. We're all meant to be doing our normal weekends, but no, it didn't get done. But yeah, I did notice you were talking a bit quiet.
Yeah, I'm talking a bit quiet. I'm talking a bit quiet because obviously we've moved to this new flat. It's in a lovely area. It's really quiet. Like, it's deathly quiet bar the dogs. And I'm right next. I'm in the living room, and I don't know which room of the neighbours is on the other side. So I'm quite close to their adjacent wall, and I don't want to be talking too loudly. It's early evening, but it's a Sunday. It's a school night, coming up. So we've got to be. So I'm going to just take it a little quieter today. A Saturday night, I'd be happier to be a little bit louder or a bit earlier. A bit earlier in the day, a little bit louder. That's fine.
Should we go golf style on this one then?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And as the Kislev blitzer hits there, that's no armor break.
Wow.
Quite please, Duderino, I would like to hear the grass grow.
In the hole. Oh, sorry, it was Ryder Cup.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, the walls aren't made of paper, but I don't want to be too loud. Also, I have come down with the most stinking, disgusting cold I've had in 2 years. You wouldn't think it, right? Mask wearing for 2 years, and then foul coming in, I think. Mask wearing for 2 years, staying away from people, no one gets colds. All of a sudden, all the students come back, flooding in. People start seeing each other. What happens? I come down with the most diabolic cold.
This isn't much of a foul.
I think he's gonna do it. He got the bribe, didn't he? He brought a bribe, didn't he?
Yeah, but he ain't got a dirty player. And...
No, told you. Ooh. It's double fours and a cat.
Yeah. Willy Appo. Yeah. Power Appo, straight Appo. Well, the bribe is burnt.
More importantly, though, that's now 10v9.
Yes.
And dwarves, as you know, Duderino, dwarves do not function so well when you're on 10, 9, 8, etc. players, because you just can't get the protection.
I must admit, I do respect the styling of the might as well leap away.
Yeah. Why dodge when you can leap?
Why dodge when you can leap? You've got to do that.
So yeah. So I think for Andy, it's probably you can take that free block. You can maybe hit the wrestler. And move down, but I'd try and retain some of the centre actually.
Yeah, I'd go back to the middle here, and
you could blitz the strength blitzer actually. That might be nice. Get a big target because you can just jam the guard in. What are they going to do? They won't be able to engineer 2Ds. It will have to be a 1D opening block in return from the Kislev. It's so funny, isn't it? This is a matchup that normally shouldn't happen, in terms of the old. Look at that. He's going after that high value strength 4. Very nice. This is a matchup that shouldn't normally happen. It's almost a rookie Kislev team. Like, really, it's so bare basic, isn't it? Oh no, he's not.
It's not going. It's gone the other way.
Ooh. Maybe he wants the. He was
it
going
was to get the extra block.
The juggernaut and the juggernaut as well to negate the wrestle.
Don't think he's going to pile on now.
No, it's okay. You don't need to pile on. You can just continue to control the centre. We hovered up and down.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
See that?
I saw that. Andy, they don't call me the surfer piling on guy for nothing. Davo. Interesting that he's not taken that free hit he was given a little sooner. I would have been tempted to see what happened over there, because you could have moved centrally with a little bit more... Okay, so he's leaving the ball abandoned after doing all of that.
Sure he's going to run this bloke across first.
Yeah. Got to drop this guy across.
But you can't really bring the ball up.
No, because you just encourage the
wizard. Yeah. Yes, I was thinking that Overlord. I mean, this bloke. I think Look, Trox is probably thinking I might as well just throw it all at this because I ain't really got much of a chance if this all played out as it should on paper.
Yeah,
So
right.
I think he might carry on filing even though he ain't got the bribe.
Agreed. I think if we think back to Davo's Chalice final when he was playing Triffic, Triffic went into that match knowing he was the underdog, knowing that he had to roll some dice to make something happen because otherwise he just loses to Andy's orcs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've kind of got this same situation here, but unfortunately, Trox is not necessarily of the same caliber as Triffic.
Is he baiting the wizard?
I think so, and his team is also nowhere near the caliber that, although Triffic was underdog, at least Triffic had a team that could do something.
Hellboy, before he moves anything, whiz or no whiz?
I think honestly, no, but I think next turn you do.
Okay.
I think you set up this turn to force Andy to leaving a wizard. I think this is very much like the wood elf leap into the cage. You don't always you set it up for turn 6. You just maneuver yourself on turn 5 to do the sack on turn 6.
Not much to say with dwarfs, is there? I know I've only ever played them once at that tabletop, but it's like
with a fantastic result, Duderino, unbeaten, finished 4th. Well done, I remember it very clearly. Well,
he is reading chat. Who is reading chat? Oh, well, me, obviously, by reading that out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glancing over at chat occasionally.
I keep looking, just in case. We are keeping an eye on chat, folks, as well. As
Andy is reading chat. Andy is reading. The worst thing that Andy can do is not focus here. This evening's Blood Bowl, Andy said it himself, this evening's Blood Bowl has not been of the highest caliber so far. Okay. Ooh, just pushes. You might want to re-roll that, actually. Get the greed re-roll in. What have you got to lose? Okay. Fair enough. Opt not to, but okay. Puts a...
Is that a guard guy he's just put in there?
No, the Kislev have no guard.
Then that's a serfed guy he's just put in there.
Yeah. But maybe he knows this, right? What if Trox knows that Andy will go for the serf, leaving, as I said, the wizard on for next turn?
Okay.
This could be the next level strat.
Is this a blitz?
No, he did the blitz. This is to get diving tackle. This is to get diving tackle on the ball. That guy could also be served.
I was just going to say, I think both of them could be gone here if he don't leap some more. Have we done a poll?
Indeed, Santa. I am glancing at it very occasionally. Ooh. Pump the reroll in then, I guess. Yeah, have to, because otherwise you're just leaving it open for... Yeah, okay. This is now looking a little bit trickier. Still completely viable, but...
I could see T-shapes.
Yeah.
And boxes. Okay, folks, we are definitely... Right, unless Andy's got someone to stand up, I am expecting a full minute of inactivity here as he plots what he can surf.
Okay. 7 seconds in, Andy's already just moving around, looking for box after box, T-shape after T-shape.
Giraffe, welcome back. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I think you have to go for at least 2 here, surely, don't you? The question is, can you make the ball safe while doing it? So this is the first one, obviously.
There we go. Oh,
right. So now
he won't be happy with that.
No, he won't be happy with that at all. No. But he'll be happy with that.
He'll be happy with that.
That's 1 SPP away from leveling now on that blitzer. Just saying, just quietly. Wouldn't it be nice to go into the next round with another level on that blitzer? Vanity pass.
Santa's got issues.
I know, if he could call me daddy again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right, so now can he make a box
Santa,
shape?
Santa, this is a premium service, that, right?
Surely he's going to somehow make a box shape here and Please tell me he's
I know.
realised that Kislev blitzers have diving tackle.
I know. I am praying the same thing, dude.
Like,
Do you know?
I mean, the amount of times you put on earn skills only, and you forget the fact that Kislev blitzers have diving tackle.
He's going for the surf. He's going for the surf. He's going for the surf. He's based up. If he can get rid of the blitzer, then the wizard option is actually not as strong. Oh, very nice to get the pow there. The wrestle wouldn't have been so good. Here we go then. Oh,
there's the pushes.
I think Andy might re-roll if he doesn't get pushes here. Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, he's using Juggernaut.
Oh, Juggernaut. What a great choice.
Juggernaut.
What a great choice.
Oh, you gotta love that. And he's off.
There we go.
That's Kislev down to 7 for this drive now, I believe.
So now, no, 6. No, 7, sorry, that's hidden by the dwarf with the skills.
Sorry, I think the word you wanted to say was, dude, you're right.
Dude, you're right. It was hidden by the dwarf. It was hidden by the strength dwarf with all the skills. Wait a minute, there's 2 strength dwarves with all the skills. Oh, God, it's like the bloody orcs all over again, isn't it, dude?
But this is what I think, he was put into bat after saying that if he had the choice, he'd go the other way.
Yeah.
I think you're getting to critical Kislev here, where he's getting to the point where he might not have enough Kislev left to successfully deploy the wizard. So therefore, the wizard becomes your mechanism from which you definitely score on the second half, and then you go to overtime, maybe.
I'm actually wondering, dude, if you just drop back, get out of the way here, right? You let the dwarves score, then you 2-turn, and then it's a blitz. Then you 2-turn. Is he going uphill on the ball?
Well, he's got strength, so it's 1 dice at minimum.
No, it's.
Oh no, it's not, because the dwarf's got strength too. But he's probably got wrestle.
Him down. He's got him down.
Come on, folks, put the emotes in.
He's got the ball down. Great.
We got an emote for that.
Great play.
But a very nice bounce if you're Andy in that situation.
Yeah, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leap out with 2 GFIs. The catcher at the back can technically get it. It's only a 4+ pickup in 2 tackle zones. Getting it safe afterwards isn't so nice, but you can get hold of the ball, right? That's the key.
You've got to be happy at getting the ball down without using the wizard.
Yeah, for sure. I think the recovery is just they're
a bit pants, and you've got to get some men out of here, otherwise there's going to be damage.
And there's going to be surfs. Like something's getting surfed. Right?
And I'm trying to work out, if Andy's trying to work out, can he surf the downed catcher with that wrestle Kislev lineman if he stays where he is?
Yeah. Oh dear. But what I was going to say, dude, is I wonder whether you save the wizard, let the dwarves score, or throw this kind of thing at them, right? But let the dwarves score, and then 2 or 3 turn it, and then use the wizard early on the dwarves' return drive and just try and win it, if the attrition isn't too high.
Interesting little game. The thing is with Kislev, they're never really out of it, are they?
No.
With the leap, and
looks like he's setting up for a pass.
Kislev are definitely one of the teams that, when like 3/6s, will normally win you a match.
Yeah. Well, this is what I said earlier, dude. When I said I've actually played this matchup, not this higher TV, but there was a similar TV gap, right? I had the wizard, and I only lost the game because of the 6+ pass from the dwarves, and I nearly won the game, but I failed a 3+ to win the game as well.
Didn't take the reroll there. I think that's because he still had a lot to do even after that leap.
Yeah.
But that does
looks
mean
like
there's some hits.
there's also Surf Central here, right? Because
He's going to be looking again, isn't he?
Yeah, because the ball is in 2 tackle zones, and it's also is that blitzer going then, Andy? Where are you going to put that? Okay, that's probably the blitz target then. If he doesn't if he doesn't go for the surfing, well, no, he has to. That is the blitz target now. No, he's knocked that one over.
I think that's the piece of space that they're not going to, because he's only got a couple of moves after picking that up.
Yeah. Agreed. Ooh. So, dude, how was your first week back at work? It's been so long. It's been
quite
so
knackering, yeah. They expect you to turn up and everything. That's a lie. I don't actually go anywhere. I work from home, but they expect you to log on at a reasonable time, apparently.
Do they give you warning and stuff? And do they ask you to talk about things, you know?
Yeah, someone asked me to talk about something. I didn't have a clue about it the other day, so kind of like Blood Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, this seems a bit like Andy's Chalices, really. You just get told where you have to be, and sometimes you get no warning. For those of you watching on YouTube, we got given virtually no warning that this match was happening today. So,
7 minutes.
You know, and Hellboy wasn't even sure if he was going to do another commentary. But I'm back.
You retired.
I was considering it. You know what I should have said to Andy? If Andy gets to the final again, right? If Andy gets to the final of Chalice again, I'm going to say this phrase, okay? And let's see if anyone from chat recognises the famous English literature that this is paraphrased from, right? I was going to say to Andy, and I wish I'd said it. I was going to say, Andy, today after Chalice, you are going to have to make a decision, because you're going to have to say goodbye to one of your casters. Because if you don't win Chalice, dude will never cast for you again. However, if you do win Chalice, then I will never cast for you again. It's
almost like Sophie's Choice.
It's close to Sophie's Choice. It's there's Chugs. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. He knows what it is. Chugs knows what it is. It's Pride and Prejudice. Oh,
that is a big fail. Right, Hellboy, Wizard, yes or no?
Yes, because you've got the catcher, the strength catcher to do it.
He's calling for the Wizard. So you would drop the fireball on them 3?
I wouldn't, but I think he will. I'd just take the Troll Slayer down. I'd just bolt the Troll Slayer.
What, and go for the 3+ pickup? Well, surely you'd bolt the runner, because he's more likely to come after you and get the ball back.
No. You bolt the Troll Slayer because you...
Oh, you've got to get round there.
You've got to get round it, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
Bolt, leap, pick up and run, says Cheeky Jimmy.
I would actually bolt, stand a few things up, leap, pick up, run, punt. That is what I would do. Oh, no Wizard.
You just stood someone up.
Yeah, no Wizard. Wow. Bold. Is he really going to do he's going to do a 4+ dodge then, isn't he?
Are you starting to get worried, if you were the Dwarves, about the length of time you've got left to get up the field here with 4 turns? And the ball just be your side of the halfway?
Me, no, because I believe that it's still entirely possible, and I'm not afraid of a 3+ handoff. But I think that... Okay, so he is doing the dodge onto the ball. You have to 4-4.
He's got it.
Only gone and got it. Punt, dodge, GFI, punt. Holy crud! Look at this. The Kislev making a right game of this.
Oh, we might have next week off.
I tell you what, dude. It was literally yesterday we did the final, wasn't it?
If I just put it. That's a big, long throw. You can't blame him. Oh, he's fumbled it. He's got a re-roll.
He has to re-roll it. Because there's a fumble on a 2 there.
Even an inaccurate will do. Well, that's going to be tricky for the Dwarves now.
So now, let's think realistically. That catcher gets blitzed, right?
That catcher gets blitzed.
Andy needs to also set up
that runner
a chain, the handoff into handoff for 2 turns to then score. Yeah.
And the most agile thing for forward at the moment is the super runner. Yeah. The other runners are going to be coming back to get it.
Yeah. Look at that Andy counter.
And I tell you what, then you wouldn't put it past while that solo runner's back there on his own, dropping the wizard on him.
Indeed. But I also think that as the Kislev, I think Andy needs to drop the runner back, but he needs to hit the catcher first. And look at this, he's getting Gangle. He's going with the Slayer, I would imagine, because of the Juggernaut to be able to knock him over. And I would absolutely pile on if it doesn't break armor. Absolutely pile on, because you need to get this catcher down. Because if the catcher doesn't go down and AV bust, then you could have a problem. Okay, so we got him. Pile on.
But if you do pile on, then if you don't, you've got him trapped there, and he's got to roll some serious dice to get out.
True, but I think you could have. I guess you want that runner to go forward then. It's still only a 2+ leap to get away from it, but yes, you bought yourself that turn. But next turn we could see the wizard, as you say.
He can't. This can't really be his only person coming back here because of the wizard. Just checking that any Kislev blitz are on the ground. And no, it's just alignment, so we ain't got jump up.
Yeah, Splaggy, you're right, yeah. Oh, Dizzy Bess and Misspelt Tree. Really enjoyed your time on the Fumble podcast that I listened to the other day at work. Thought that was a really, really nice podcast. Well done to both of you. That was really, really good, really enjoyable.
Got the NFL result from this afternoon. Jets versus the Falcons at Wembley. Not Wembley. It's not White Hart Lane, any, but it's what's the Sutton Stadium?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. Did they play Twickenham or what? I can't remember where they played today, but it was in England.
Now, wait a minute. Dude. Yeah, wait a minute. Look at that, Daz. Hello all, especially the stars of the show, El Duderino, but not Hellboy.
Oh, well, I said hello to Daz. I only read it as sort of like, I must admit, I stopped reading after I saw my name. So, well, you can't play.
Well, you know.
Right, who's this further? Oh, there's a blitzer down there that's made it forward. But you could be relying on the Dwarf passing game.
I think you will be.
Oh, another injury.
That's nice. That's an MA bust as well. But naked blitzer, God, it's brutal. You've got to save it for the badly hurt, or not, and just rely on it. Well done.
Yeah, weren't the Jets and the Falcons in the UK today?
I don't know, mate. You know me. I don't look at sports where you have to wear padding, really.
Oh, that's a big fail.
That is a massive.
You must re-roll it because you just don't want the risk on the thing. Oh, he double won it. Oh, the poor bastard.
Oh,
he could have. Now, 3 turns here. Andy really has got to pick up and then hand off to the other one and maybe get that blitzer out in the open a bit. And look, he'll do what he's going to do.
Yeah, and Andy's our Andy, isn't he? We know what he's. We know.
BTY's on Red Zone. I'll be watching Red Zone after this, mate. Sorry, that's a bit for us NFL fans. And for all you, and I must admit, for all you banjo enthusiasts out there, if you get the chance to hear the new song by the Dead South, they've done a very haunting reworking of "You Are My Sunshine," which is
Really?
definitely worth a listen to. So for
You know what,
everybody,
dude. I'm gonna pull that up on YouTube and leave it for post game.
Oh yeah, if everybody else wants to do that, it's sort of like, do bring up the Dead South. "You Are My Sunshine." Honestly, seriously, you all right? Look, if you don't believe me, Shamba, Google it. I'm sure you've got access to Google. I'll allow you a 5-minute break from the stream. Come back and tell me when you're educated.
Oh dear. For those of you that don't know Duderino personally, I can assure you that this is Dude talking about real life. Not only have I heard him play the banjo, as many of us have on stream, I also know that he can play in Hell Are We in Good Company by the Dead South, that one, and also Duderino was at UKTC, stayed up very late to watch the NFL that was on.
It's playoffs. I was watching the Niners in the
There we
playoffs.
go. Exactly.
I was not as
You
much
know,
as
this is
Hellboy was going, dude. You really should get to bed. We've got games in the morning. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
dude, I'm not missing the Niners.
Exactly. I respect that, dude. Well, I tell you what, dude. I really hope to God this one doesn't go to overtime. I don't think I could do an overtime one.
I tell you, it depends how these Kislev survive the next couple of turns. Oh, he's just going. He's just running.
Well, if he stays that far away over there, right, then there's the cat. Oh dear, that's not what
Definitely reroll. Free to rerolls for 3 turns.
That is not what we want to see.
And this guy's kind of got to be out of wizard range, as far as I'm concerned. They shouldn't both be that tight, should they?
I don't think you've got much choice, dude, because you need him to be in range to score, potentially. I would put that blitzer one. I put him a little bit further forward because that blitzer could be the third scoring threat.
No, Garoppolo is our quarterback, not Kaepernick anymore.
There we go, Andy, finally catching up with Hellboy's thinking.
And I also watch rugby.
Ah, yes.
Oh, Welsh Open. Have you seen the Welsh Open on? Is it up? Hellboy. Verbal sent me a text. Is the Welsh Open up?
No,
he said January, and I thought we were going away from that.
Yeah, I'll have a quick look now. Give me a minute. Just onto the old. Okay, I've got nothing on Talk Fantasy Football, and I've also heard nothing on the Welsh.
Sort of like Vine. Okay, yeah. Maybe Verbal imagined it in a moment of sobriety.
Sobriety. Yes.
Jimmy G is well injured. Yeah, another bloody season without Jimmy G, basically. But last year we lost Jimmy G, Kittle, Bosa. So as long as we keep the other ones, but we've got a tough division with the Seahawks, the Rams, the Cardinals. The Cardinals are doing amazing. Sorry, bit of Adifels.
That's fair enough.
Wizard or no wizard? Sorry.
No wizard. He stood up anyway. Santa's asked, Welsh Open, where is it? It's in Cardiff.
At the Fast Walk Games in Cardiff.
I think he's trying to be funny, right? I think he's trying to be funny, being like, Welsh Open, where is it? Wales, like that. But
no, because when things sort of like, when things say they're from Wales, sometimes they're English.
I see Store suggesting that Andy and him are playing their TSD match on Fumble after this. Fantastic. I'll try. I won't be able to watch it live, but I'll watch a replay. I am pretty shattered.
Okay, Shanban listened to the rendition, and he can confirm it is quite haunting banjo. Thank you.
Yeah, Lady Link, it's a new venue, dude. They've got a new Firestorm venue. Yeah, it's beautiful. I haven't actually been in person, but I've seen the pictures.
I loved the concept. When we first moved the Welsh to there from the other place, I liked the other place because we were all self-contained. But my God, you walk in and it's like a nerd paradise. It's like you can't help but think, shit, this is going to be an expensive tournament. You know, everything on the shelves like a bobblehead Groot. I didn't even know I wanted a bobblehead Groot until I saw there was a bobblehead Groot. And it's like, oh, that's so cool. You know, so yeah, I really like that place.
Yeah, it's even bigger now, dude, with even more bobbleheads in it. even more stuff that you didn't know you needed. That guy's not in range, Andy. If you move him there, you need to do the GFI. You need to move the ball carrier first, I think. Oh,
Splinky, me and your dad, we can do dueling banjos between us.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I like that, the way it's spread out, that one of the edge free is going to be there. Good. But is he in range? One of the blitzer's not in range, is he?
No, but there's another blitzer.
The other blitzer is, yeah.
So he's got 3 scoring threats.
So at worst, it could be a 3+3+ to score.
Yeah, I don't think you.
You don't think you'll blast the wizard here?
No, you don't. No. You're going into my plan, as I said. 3 turn it and then go try and turn him over again, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. What am I to say?
Okay, and it's now a 3+3+ to score. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so it's a 3+2+2+ to score.
Yeah, with inbuilt reroll on the 3+.
Because he can't really get there, can he?
No, he can't get there. No, even with the jump.
Put pressure on it.
He can't do anything. He's literally left the 3-2-2. And
now the wizard's gone and he's down a lot of players. This
whoa.
Santa from Exeter, Dueling Banjos was a song long before it was in Deliverance, where it happens to be played by a man with a guitar and a banjo. The clues in the title of the song being called Dueling Banjos, implying there is more than one.
Yeah, it's not what I would have done, but indeed, who can say whether it's good or bad? Andy just needs to pick up and score here. If he doesn't, the Wizards...
Yeah, I think you were right the first time, lol hustler.
What are you doing, Andy? What are you doing, Andy? It's turn 8. What are you doing? You're just moving everyone out of the way? What? Why did we not move the blitzer into the
end zone for bobble purposes?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just click and go. He's got the sure hands. He's made the first go for it. He's made the second go for it. Go, you good thing, go! As that dwarf streaks into the end zone as we take a 1-0 lead. And we're coming up here on the part of the show that the fans love, everybody loves, with a bit we like to call the Hellboy Halftime Report. Take care.
No worries. As Duderino sparks up a cigarette in the back garden, we will look over the field of Kislev here. I think this is done, right? I can't say it yet because it's not the second half yet, cauliflower. I can't say it because it's not the second half, right? I also can't think of any jokes. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely tanked, right? I'm ruined. Dwarf streaks, and there is a difference between the casters tonight, Shamber. I on Wednesday. So I've got a cold. Fine. On Wednesday, I did 18 hours of moving furniture because not only did I move my contents into my flat with my girlfriend, my brother came and helped me. We then... Why doesn't Andy just put... Does he have 3 stand firm to put on the line? No. We did 18 hours of moving. And then because we moved the contents of my house into this flat. And then we went and moved my brother's girlfriend's flat into her new house. So we were putting wardrobes up. At 12:30 at night and stuff. Went to bed. Yeah, I know, Hawk of the Battle. No halftime joke, I'm afraid, Hawk. No. Although I will hit you with a fact, though. Okay, well, we won't have a joke, we will have a fact, right? There was a recent poll done of different countries that were checking to see what their find out what their favourite Star Wars characters were for each country. This is relevant, of course, because Andy likes Star Wars. And curiously, Switzerland's favourite one was no, it wasn't Switzerland. What borders Switzerland? Austria. That's it. Austria's favourite Star Wars character was Yoda, and the reason why is because of his surname, Leahy Hu. That's Yoda Leahy Hu. There we go. We've got that.
Right, folks. So we're just here for the kickoff of the turn 8.
Turn 8. Yeah.
And
did you have a good sig?
I thought we said you weren't going to do them anymore.
I know, but it was all right, wasn't it?
You said if I left you weren't going to do that.
I know, but it was all right, wasn't it? I couldn't think of one, and then I remembered it.
Okay, all right. I mean, we had the whole fucking Switzerland, Austria bit in the middle of it. It lost it a bit.
I forgot, mate. I'm dead. I'm tired, mate. But yeah, it was, I salvaged it, but it was.
We'll let it go. I don't think no one noticed.
Yeah. Yoda Leahy Hu.
Yeah, no. It's one of them that, as you keep saying it, it don't help. Right. Yeah. So this guy had a few subs, or he's got a few come back, because there's still a lot of Kislev on the field. But I suppose it was the worst possible thing to happen, which was you used the wizard and still gave up the score.
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way, dude. I don't see how, with a solid dwarf defense and chipping a player every so often, I don't see how, unless the Kislev get that lucky removal on turn 8, turn 9, turn 10, turn 11 kind of time. I don't see how they even get into overtime.
Another 1 in 9, but no real damage on the line of scrimmage. Oh, we still got another hit, I suppose.
Well, he's taking it for the 1 in 9, isn't he? He wants him to take the hit so he can roll the 1 in 9. Oh, but he gets the pow.
I'd let myself be pushed here now to stop any fouling shenanigans.
Well, I think you'll foul the other one, won't you? You'll foul the
even without the bribe, you'd run that risk on armor 9. Well,
look, dude, if you can, the Apo's gone for Davo. If you can chip a guard, you just got to do something here, haven't you? It's horrible.
I suppose the guy knew he didn't have a. It's just a stun. Was it a send off for a stun? No. Well, you got to show will in here and at least do the vanity pass, ain't you?
Oh yes.
Come on, mate, do the vanity pass.
Absolutely, with the blitzer that you appoed as well. Or okay, with the catcher, I'd have done it with the blitzer that you appoed.
Yeah, go on, son. You can do it.
Right. So half time. So as we know, they both have equal fame. And
well, let's just see the kickoff result. Wait, let's see the kickoff result. I know it's coming. It's our time, folks. It's gonna do it.
Can I before we do this, can I just tell you what's happened to the overtime rules in Blood Bowl 2020?
Yes, please.
You play the full half. No golden goal. You play the full half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just think about that, right? It's not golden goal anymore. So if you're against a team that's got a throw teammate option, and you score on turn 8, they can still one-turn you because it's a full half, right? So you could still go to kicks. Okay, so that's the first thing. Or if you score on turn 3, you 3-turn it as elves or something with no elves left, you're still playing the rest of the half. And then you go to kicks. And then kicks have changed, where it's the 5d6 and it's best of 3. And you re-roll ties. It's completely changed the way you think about the The drive. Oh, I'm not happy.
Go on. What do you have to say about that setup? Because I'm thinking to myself, he's put the whole guard front up with stand firm, so them guys ain't going to move.
Yeah.
He can't really get in round the side to put assists in. So he does with the strength 4 guy have 2 guys block on the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
But he can't follow up.
This is my issue with it, though, is why didn't we put the strength 4 blitzer on the corner by the Troll Slayer? Because then we'd have strength 4 on both sides next to Troll Slayer and guard everywhere else. In my mind, there was no reason to not put the strength 4 there.
Yeah, he's got both his strength 4 on one side there, as if almost daring him to come the other way.
Exactly. Which is the side he's got the strip ball on. That could be the logic.
Kislev has survived well, cheeky Jimmy. I will say that. Yeah.
For now.
I mean, they've still got 11, haven't they?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Yeah, 11.
I like them both counting. But the thing is, I was on 5 when you started going 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
Graham Oakley?
That's not one of ours.
That can't be him, yeah.
Come on, Andy. Click skip.
Oh, come on, mate.
Don't leave us in suspense. We don't know if he's dead or not. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Don't start that. That had to be explained last night in great detail.
Right. So, kick equity.
There we go. He did it. He said it.
I said it. Look at that. Look. Here comes the blitz on that corner. That's the only opening he had. So, has Andy encouraged that, or was it a little faux pas? We may never know. Join us after the show, folks, to find out. This looks like a quick score, doesn't it, dude?
It certainly seems that way, and you can't fault the guy for doing it, because anything can happen in this game as Andy tries to run the ball back, and he's got the actual leak pieces that could just nip in and drop a down ball.
Indeed. Okay.
Oh, God, Andy's talking.
Sorry, chat, just set down Megatron being a handful.
He does know he's typing that in game chat, not in thingy, doesn't he? There we go.
Yeah. Right, so what I was going to say was, oh boy, kick equity. Oh my God, my favourite subject ever. You know, it's not like we haven't talked about this for the last 7 weeks, and then we're going to have to talk about it potentially for the next 7 weeks. For a game that's technically dead because it's playing a rule set that was out of date before the game was even released. Why? Right, hopefully that was enthusiastic enough, you know. I like to keep the fans happy. The fans being cauliflower, of course. One of many vegetable / animal based names that we enjoy having.
Cauliflower lives in York, I believe.
Oh, really?
So surely, Cauliflower, if you're not actually already going to the UKTC, surely you will pop in and visit us at the UKTC at the very least.
That would be lovely.
Outside York. There you go.
Dude, I'm going to have to grab a drink. My throat is starting to fail me. I'll be back in a second.
Well, it's talking in that low rasping voice of yours that you're doing.
That's what it is. That's not my fault. I can't really do anything else, can I?
Hey, Cauliflower's bringing cakes.
Oh, glorious. Oh, I love a cake.
I like a cake, but not as much as a biscuit. Go get your drink.
I'm going to go get my drink. Yeah, if I come back and I'm hearing a discussion about freaking custard creams again, mate, I am not going to be impressed.
Yeah, about as impressed as I was with that last joke. Oh, GJ Critch is going to UKTC. We'll see you there then, mate. There are 2 very good leaps there. Very good leaps. Them couple of leaps could have bought him an extra turn on the stall. Oh, piss off, Orca Battle. It's not Bourbons. Bourbons are not right. No, Cauliflower. You just bake enough for me, which would normally encompass the 200 people at the UKTC. I was Spleggy at the UKTC too then. Excellent. It's next April. I'm already getting excited for a tournament next April. Yeah, that'll do, cauliflower. Well, I'll have James Jenks with me, and he won't say no to a cake. Chocolate digestives, D4 Malidito. Oh, Cheeky Jimmy Naff Champs is going to be great as well. Don't worry, son, we'll look after you.
NAF Champs, what a competition that's going to be.
280, that's going to be awesome. I'm gutted James Jenks didn't get into the NAF Champs, but don't worry, we'll find someone else to order us pizza.
That's true. Oh, Mighty Blow not doing much today, is it?
Is this going to be a surf into a 1 dice here? But it would leave his Troll Slayer out on the edge.
Has he done the blitz? Sorry, I was away for a moment there.
Oh,
I'll
be honest, I don't know. We were talking about biscuits.
Oh, for God's sake.
Watching the game, I've been talking about tabletops and biscuits.
Dear me.
Overlord says no, he hasn't. What a good man Overlord is. And cake, and basically confectionery-based snacks. No damage there.
This could have been a devastating turn for the Kislev, right?
Why is he just pushing there? Oh, because that's a wrestle dude, not a block dude. He's going for this into a 1. Oh, just take the hit. Really? Not piling on. So is this the blitz? To put tackle on the ball?
With a GFI, and you just... and presumably what you do is just blitz with the wrestler that's free.
It's just blitz.
No. You if you're the Kislev, you just blitz with the wrestler that's free.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I think you've got a score if you're the Kislev. You ain't going to stall this out.
Yeah, 100%. But wouldn't this have been so much nicer, dude, if you had a wizard in the bank?
Now, I'm not going to do the thing again about the difference between normal digestives and chocolate digestives. But obviously, if you think the way you eat a normal digestives is with the writing on top and the crisscross on the bottom, when you eat a chocolate digestive, the chocolate is on the crisscross bit. So you eat chocolate digestives upside down with the writing downwards.
Or, if you're Australian, you eat chocolate digestives the right way up and all other biscuits the wrong way up.
Wrong way. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well made. We need someone like Sky Blue Money to confirm that. No, Corpax, it's just, it's what we need to talk about, because otherwise it is what it is.
Corpax, if you haven't really tuned into much Hellboy and Duderino streams, it is very much like Groundhog Day, right? It is literally, Hellboy talks about the team, dude talks about something random, Hellboy talks about something on the pitch, dude makes an observation that Hellboy hadn't seen on the pitch. Then Hellboy says something very intelligent, and Duderino goes, "Oh, blimey, Hellboy, you're so good." Then it's the halftime smoke / talk from Hellboy, where Hellboy either removes viewers from the chat or people find him absolutely...
I'm sorry, Hellboy, I've got to interrupt you there to bring you an update from the game. He scored. It's 1-1 to the Kislev. It's 1-1 to the Kislev. Sorry, I'll let you go on there after I've talked about the game.
That's okay. Then we hit the kick equity section. Then Hellboy goes off and gets a drink. Then Duderino starts talking about biscuits. And then we find ourselves here, and we're both sitting here going, "Dear God, I hope we don't go to overtime again." And he ends up winning. Jobs are good, and see you next week. There we go again. Right, that's what happens.
We're quite formulaic. It's not like we've found a winning formula and we'd stick to it. It's not a winning formula. It's just our formula.
You're right. We really are very bad scientists, actually, because really we should be experimenting until we hit that sweet spot where everyone's happy. But at the moment, not everyone's happy.
Who isn't happy? Who's not happy talking about biscuits just because I slacked off bourbons?
Well, that's true.
I wouldn't want to eat on stream, Kindred, unless it did get to overtime and I needed an emergency biscuit because I was going a bit.
I'm eating. I'm eating right now.
Have you got biscuit on the go?
No, I got the end of last night's dinner. It's left over in the fridge. I opened the fridge to get a drink, and I saw that there. And Mrs. Elboy said to me, "Oh, if you get hungry later, you've got that to finish off if you want it." And I opened the fridge and I saw it. And went, "You know what? I'm having that."
Oh, cauliflower's got out the emergency muffins.
Cauliflower's got her muffins out.
Hang on, we're taking commissions. Please, no more Dark Walker. Oh,
extra.
Oh, now, come on, Hellboy. Surely that makes a big difference in the, shall we say, the outcome at the end of this half?
What if at the end of this half it's tied? You mean, dude?
I'm just saying.
And we go into what they call overtime, and after overtime it's still tied, and we go to kicks.
Can I just say though, doesn't this look quite daunting if you're the Kislev here? You've got 7 turns to stop the dwarf machine from rumbling forward. Is he going to pile on?
I think he will.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he wants the damage.
Jeez. Kislev armor's going tough today. Gotta follow.
I'm going to be really positive with what I say about this Kislev right now, right?
KO.
I'm going to say this in a really positive way, okay? They're screwed. I said it in a very positive way.
I do think in the stun there, so he's going for the thing, and he's another KO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's down to 9. Did I just count all the players rather than deduct 2 from 11?
You do you, dude. Never change.
Okay, yeah, good point. Still got a blitz. I thought he would blitz with a strength 4.
Maybe he forgot he had a blitz. I think what we'll see is the Kislev going for that uphill again. He wasn't afraid to do it last half. I think he'll go for it again. And he has left. He's leaving the back door open a bit, isn't he?
Hey.
Whoa.
Hang on. Have you checked out Cauliflower's resume there?
Wow.
I hope you clean your hands after the first one and before you do the last one.
I think Cauliflower might want to meet Mrs. Hellboy at some point, because there's a few of those things on there that Mrs. Hellboy can do as well. Well, this has gone from being pretty bad into thanks for playing, isn't it? Oh, the push. I would even have re-rolled that.
Right, just to get things going.
Yeah.
Because this next turn now, the dwarfs are going to solidify with no fear of a cage. And, any leap that you do into the dwarf cage, it's a minimum of a 2 dice uphill. And if you don't leap the right square, it could be a 3 dice uphill.
You might even be given no other option other than a 3 dice at some point. A 3 dice uphill.
Ziggy, you're right, and it's just the Kislev, the gaps are starting to appear. Obviously, they're the faster team; they can re-maneuver. But I think the Dwarfs are going to put the pressure on for all the 3 pluses, basically. And I think we'll see a better cage next time. Do you get what I mean from the Dwarfs? Obviously, they had to catch up.
I think the other thing is as well is if things start, if the armor starts breaking, let's not be, it's no coaching skill, right? Rolling armor breaks, right? That's not coaching skill, but you've got to say that the Kislev have been quite lucky in that first half to not suffer as much attrition facing multiple mighty blow hits, even just facing multiple hits, but multiple mighty blow hits.
You can't really waste the reroll, can you? Even just for, well, he had to get up, so he's only got really 1 square movement after this. Do you know what? I do like Battenberg. I don't mind if it's the cake. I don't mind if it's the cake or a box of the 5 individual Battenbergs that is like almost 1 serving size, really. But I am a fan of Battenberg.
Look at this. My concern here is, look, the Kislev have left 2 hits on now. That could be 2 players removed, because obviously you've got the blitz. So that's 1. And then you've got the second hit on the wrestler. Oof, this could...
And I think that's what you got to do as the Dwarf. You pretty much, apart from 1 turn, you've got a 7-turn drive.
Yeah, and you are just well, Battenberging the.
Bravo, sir! Bravo, sir!
You heard what I did there. God, I'm very funny, aren't I? Right. Anyway, yes, you just got to destroy them, really, haven't you? You're just gonna. Oh, look at this, and even trying to reverse the field. Oh, what a time to walk in. Chaplain Kiramasako.
It's just, what, you're leaving now because of Battenberg or because of the joke?
I think probably the joke, right?
Yeah.
Let's face it.
You are costing us audience members, dude.
Mate, it's not my stream. Looks like it's going to be a blitz with the lineman and then finish off the cage.
Yeah, you blitzing that lineman on the way around the corner, aren't you? Oh no, well, surely you're having the hit on the other side as well.
Yes.
Tagging them players, you've got to make the hit with one of your good players now, or dodge them both away.
Yeah. Oh, he's going. Look at that, Davo sitting up to go for the wrestle catcher that gave him all those problems last turn. Oh, could reroll.
With the kick equity, are you sure he is? He's listening to you. No, he's not. I thought he pressed reroll.
No, he hovered, but actually, counting the squares, he can't reach to sack the ball without the double GFI anyway. And he can't get a better square than it's always two dice uphill. So 2 GFIs for a 2 dice uphill and a dodge, isn't it?
We've got a quick 2-minute prediction. A quick 2-minute prediction, folks. Get your money in, get your money down. Which side you going for? Will this game go to overtime? Basically, what we're saying there is the Dwarfs have 6 turns left. Sorry, I'll correct that. The Dwarfs have 5 turns left. They're just over the halfway line. Will they score on their turn 16? Overlord's asking what's kick equity. And he's seriously asking what's kick equity. If only I had a kick equity subject. Right, I will do it without telling them it. Overlord, when this game goes into overtime, you don't get any more re-rolls for the overtime half. So you'll normally find in Chalice games, people are very sparing about using their re-rolls if it looks like it's going to be a draw at the end of regulation play. So, if it stood at now and it went to overtime, they both have 4 re-rolls, which is quite good. Kick equity at the end of overtime, if you've still got re-rolls left and it's still a tie, whatever you roll for penalty kicks, and you're allowed to add your number of re-rolls to the dice roll. So that's your kick equity, the equity you've got for kicks. Yeah, it's the re-rolls for the penalty. That's it, mate. That's it. And it's kind of like funny if we get Hellboy to say kick equity every time. It's not, but it's a meme, and we're sticking with it.
Exactly. We have a
formula. We have a formula. We discussed this. We're sticking with the script. I must admit, Cauliflower, I'm taking from this that you're not making me a Bamberg for UKTC. So, you know them like chocolate rolls? There you go, love. They're quite nice, aren't they?
All pumping a reroll there. Fails it anyway.
But at least he
Not
stays
dead.
on the pitch.
Yeah, not dead. Not dead. So is this just the trundle, the Wenger bus?
Yes, it is. It should be the proper Wenger bus. Andy, don't be trying to score, could you?
No, he's not. He's just setting it up.
Working out where it is, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gone full Wenger bus though. I thought he would for the leap factor, actually.
I think he's going to double screen it so that you have to do the so there's A, no recovery at all, and B, this is the best stream ever.
You got the Wenger bus going. You got to be. The Wenger bus is a Blood Bowl tactic. It's just Andy's not gone for the full Wenger bus, or the Wenger bus, or the anti-leap cage, as it's called.
I think he might do a bit more of a vampire style. Yeah, that's nice. So that you can't get the easy leap square in.
Yeah, kind of like double leg.
Yeah.
Double-legged, isn't it? It's like having a Motan offence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mini bus.
It's a Wenger bus. Oh, that's another one gone, and he ain't coming back.
Andy just farming the SPP here.
And still got a blitz.
Yeah, here we go.
He's got him down.
This is for a level.
He's fine.
Now, has Andy noticed that blitzer will level if he scores?
I think I know what you're saying, but this is Chalice here, and anything can happen. And I know. I think I'd want to be a little more.
I'm not saying vanity pass. I'm saying handoff the next turn. Imagine that with stand firm.
I like that, Sir Coppelius. Yeah, no, it'd be a good piece. Sorry, I just couldn't remember what I was allowed to call them there for a second.
That's okay. You can call them what you want to.
I know, I could call them the piece.
But yeah, imagine that with stand firm. A guard, strength 4, stand firm with mighty blow. Yeah, there we go, Davo. Well done. There we go. He's seen it. Hellboy saw it the second that he got the Kaz in the first half. Was it turn 1? Turn 2?
You're still bitter about that Black Hawk not having an extra skill in the final.
Oh my god! You know it was nearly 50% to get the SPP on him with a reroll.
Well, if you're Troxbird, I think you've just got to roll the dice now.
I think just replying to what Tom the Owl says there, controversial idea. Andy deliberately doesn't score so that the game goes to overtime and he gets another half of farming SPP. Do you think we should just go to bed?
I tell you, if you got them down a couple more players that you knew definitely won't come back, but the big risk there is the kickoff event and not getting the kickoff. But I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh my god! If he does that, I'm going to bed, dude. If he doesn't score deliberately, I'm going to bed. Okay, so he's going the uphill, 2D uphill.
He's made the leap.
He's got him down again.
He's done him again. Get your emotes out, folks. We got an emote for that one.
We got an emote for that.
Especially if Andy's watching chat. So really, everybody put that in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though,
Oh dear.
that's another great scatter for Andy, isn't it? Oh, dear me.
And obviously, it's only a wrestle, so there's no damage on the ball carrier to pick it back up. Yeah. He's got another one there just in case. And I'll be honest, a lot of the other Kislev are over the other side. Now, obviously, that blitzer has got jump up, but it still would be a dodge away.
Yep, but you feel Trox has kind of got to go for it and just throw the reroll in.
We're not judging Crocs for any moves he does here now. It's, you know,
I think this is one of the ones where really, you know, good on you, Trox, for playing. Good on you for giving it a go, because you know you've made a game of this. You know, you've pulled some stuff out of the bag here.
There'd be many people, Trox, just to be happy to make it to the playoffs, to be quite honest. You know, you've already done what loads of other people haven't. So fair play to you, mate. You know, you knew you were the underdog on paper, you know, and you've had a go and made a game of it, mate. And it's not over yet.
Agreed.
Now we've just said all that, the sequence of events is going to go catastrophic and Andy's going to lose.
Yeah, and it will be very funny and we can all laugh about it.
Cauliflower, we don't like to talk about it, but please, we don't like to talk about it. UK champion, season 39, unbeaten by any human.
I know.
Remember, it took an algorithm to beat me, unbeaten to any human in playoffs. A better record in one Chalice than Dimmy's got in two. All these things could be said, but we don't like to talk about it.
That's very true. Quarter final though, well done, dude.
Yeah, UK champion.
Well played.
Thank you, mate.
We got a formula, guys.
75% there. Looking at
that. Now mention my NAF trophy.
Oh yeah. Still think your greatest achievement was getting a draw against Pomfrey.
Yeah, there we go. That's the other one. Yeah.
Almost as good as Cruce. Yeah. Look at that. Crucifer has had 105 Chalice games.
Jeez.
105 Chalice games.
It's astonishing, isn't it?
That's amazing.
I like taking the block there. It keeps him pinned in.
And well pinned in. He can leap out, and that's about it.
Yeah. And that's the guy you've got to watch for, actually, because he's a strength 4. So if the ball isn't, if there's an empty non-guard square, non-guard square, then you've got a problem there. But yeah, I cage it, I think, is the best here, Andy. Yeah.
What tournaments are there? Tell us when they are and what they're happening. We'll come down.
Oh, I'll tell you, one of the wacky London tournaments, right? They allowed people to take random skills. You know, I'm all in favour of the, I like a skill set, a rule pack that says strength of schedule is the first divider, right? Not touchdowns and CAS, right? But I do draw the line, I think, on random skills for some tournaments. That's a different level of fun that I'm not willing to take part in.
Gunner 23 says Trox Birds is good peoples. Cool. Do you know him?
Nice.
We were just saying he's unfortunate to have this team up against Andy's, but you know, we're in the dying moments. It's looking like Andy could do it, but
that
anything could happen.
Dude, Hawk has just summed up exactly what we need to do. Why don't you just record the commentary for one game, play it back for each match?
Let's start being nondescript, not describing the players by race or characteristic.
Well, we can talk about whatever race it is Andy's playing. We just need to do one for like the agi teams and one for the strength teams, so it can be like oh, of course, this is a high agility matchup, or oh, of course, this is a heavy bash matchup, things like that.
Right. Edek wants to know why are random skills in the tournament bad, and do you mean randomised for every round
randomised.
or once for the whole event?
Randomised for every round it was. It was just, I mean, it sounds like a tournament organiser's nightmare. You literally roll random skills for everyone. So imagine game one, right? Let's say you take 3 linemen, okay? Human linemen, let's say, right? Game one, you roll 2 block and a wrestle. Amazing. Game 2, you roll 3 kick.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
like, you know, it's like, it's just, you know.
Oh, Animal followed. Hello, Animal.
I think it's, but just put it this way, right? It's a level of fun that I just don't see, right?
No, it's like, I must admit, I don't like tournaments that have a fouling competition.
Fair enough.
Once again, Purple Chest, if you're here, yes, that is because of your mate.
Yeah, Chugs, I can't remember which one it is now. Maybe it was the London Grand Tournament. Was it London Grand Tournament that they allowed it in? I don't think you had to take them, but there was an option to.
Well, when's the next London tournament then?
Don't know.
No, I'm not asking you.
Right.
I'm asking the chat.
Makes the leap, goes for the uphill again. Will we see a skull? Third
Come
red
on.
dice. There's a skull.
He's got a skull. He's got a reroll. It's just a push. Has he got a strip ball? It doesn't matter. He's got sure runs. Are you going to the tourney at Warhammer World? Nah, normally, I must admit, I don't really play.
No.
This may sound stupid. I don't play the Games Workshop events.
Yeah.
Not because I don't have Games Workshop figures. I have loads of Games Workshop figures, but they're not real events, if you get what I mean.
So you remember Falling Down Joe? Of course you do.
Yes, I do. Yeah,
he went to one of those tournaments.
I've been to one, but only one.
The opponent produced a card, you know, one of those special event cards.
Yeah.
That turned a square into a trampoline and stopped Joe effectively winning the tournament.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
If your league wants to play that kind of thing, then that's fine. But if you're going to a tournament,
Kratos, I exactly is the reason I quit OCC, Rebel, UK BBL was because of the fouling trophies. Well, Rebel actually just quit because my team died, but UK BBL, it was just pointless taking elves to a high level because everybody just fouled and didn't care if they won or lost. Because they were going for the fouling trophy.
I'm going for fouling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
There is a Filthtober. No, to the GD event, there is a Filthtober event that weekend. Oh, right. Google this Filthtober. Right. Is Andy trying to work out if he can serve both of them from there?
I think he's trying to work out if he can do a handoff. And probably surf them, yes.
Kratos is only playing in quick. Well, don't quit too much because it might be a long time before Blood Bowl 3, Kratos. Oh. No one gone.
It's
Sorry, let's get the energy levels back up.
I feel like
another big hit there on the Kislev taken, and this blitz is just a push.
I feel like we're about to start singing a song by the brilliant band Queen.
Yeah.
Another one.
I thought you were a bit premature for We Are the Champions after round one.
Right.
But there you go.
No. No, not quite. Yeah. Fat bottom girls. Yeah.
Oh, Santa. The tournaments we go to, i.e. NAF tournaments, but any tournament at Games Workshop would allow all bits of silliness, like Kraken pitches that I've never seen and used, because it's just, to me, it's just a board.
Just give me fried
chicken. Right, what are we going to look up after this? Filthtober or something?
That's what you were looking up.
Yeah, I'll do it in a sec. I'm keeping an eye on the game at the moment. Is Andy going for a foul here?
He might be. Might be to protect the ball. It's not a bad idea.
From where he's put that player, he's kind of got to, hasn't he?
Yeah, here comes a foul.
There is Pandageddon. There is a waiting list because it is sold out. Oh,
not even sent off. Disgusting.
Dwarf putting the boot in heavy.
2 turns to go. The dwarf that can level is on the wrong side of the pitch. Andy. So, right now, no, Trock's right in there.
Trox, you haven't embarrassed yourself at all, Sunshine. No, you did exactly what you had to do. You had to score quick in the second half. You couldn't really stall it out. They were going to get round, smother you and crush you. So you had to score. You won 1, and it is exactly what it is, mate. If for you to win it, you would have had to roll dice that wouldn't have made you want to feel like you won it.
Just do this another 40 times, and then it will be your opportunity on the 41st attempt to be in the Chalice final.
Yeah, can we big up Trox here, just in case he does look back at this? I think Trox has done absolutely brilliant. Good man. No, I totally agree, Kratos. It's a big downside. You got people with like cheap, expendable linemen that they just don't care fouling with. Yeah, bigging up the Trox here. Filthtoberfest is limited to 30 players. Oh, right. London ain't far. It's closer than some bloody tournaments we go. Filthtoberfest. Sorry, chat, I'm going to lose you for a sec because I Google another page. Is he moving any players or are they just chatting?
I think they're just chatting.
Oh, here it is. Oh, 23rd of October. Get our asses in gear for this. Oh, 20 places. The only one I know on there is Mr. Frodo.
I'll be right back.
Hang on. I know Howling Griffin as well, I think. Don't I? Why do I know that name? Oh, it gets worse and worse. As another Kislev won't be making it to the next game. There's not many left on the pitch here, is there? What have we got left? 2 turns.
Yeah, all he's doing is just
we're just doing it. Let's go back to biscuits, cake, and blood bowl.
Just get. Oh, he's looking for the level on that guy. That way with the pow. Got the level. Well played. Well, hopefully Trox just ends turn here then.
Sorry, I'm just reading the rules back for 5th.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, cake request. Oh, just something basic. A jam sponge. I'm a big fan of the jam sponge.
It's where you hit up the phrase. Never been a fan of the spotted dick. But I do like apple crumble and custard. Or crumble.
Now, will Andy do one more hit? I hope not, because sod's law, he'll go triple skull into overtime, and I'm leaving you. If he triple skulls this into triple skulls, I'm not sticking around for overtime. I'm gone.
Now, can I just say, an apple pie you can have with ice cream, but an apple crumble you really should have with custard.
Custard. Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not saying I prefer custard on an apple pie as well, but I'm saying on an apple crumble, it's really got to be custard.
Indeed.
That is a good point. 7 perm to go for overtime. Or if you fail with Andy in any way, shape or form. I've never had one that I've liked, if you get what I mean. I think the concept of bread and butter pudding, again, you've got to have a lot of custard on it.
Oh, bread and butter pudding, the old Mrs. H.
And the raisins.
She does it with a brioche, chocolate brioche bread.
Oh, fucking brioche is getting in too many places it shouldn't be, as far as I'm concerned. Like when fucking Burger King had a phase of putting a brioche bun on the Whopper. It's like you're dicking around with shit that don't need dicking around with. It gets on my tits. Yeah, rhubarb crumble's fine. Apple and rhubarb crumble's better, though. Well, a pie is a pie. You can picture what a pie looks like. You see a pie resting on the windowsill in a sort of like American sitcom, whereas a crumble is like, shut up with you about the game. This is important shit here.
No, I'm going to bed.
All right, you go and then.
Right. Well done, Andy. Where is he?
Thanks.
Where is he? Right,
Yeah.
Well done, Andy. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Right.
Well done. Good.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you, Hellboy.
See you. Bye. Night chat. Night.
Andy,
No.
very interesting to come out of this. Hang on, let me get my country right here, because I want to read this. Did you know was it Sweden? There's no difference between an apple pie and an apple crumble.
I did not.
I think that's not right. That's not right.
It's not right. Sounds like you've been
Chaos 0104.
a little distracted.
GG.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Oh,
chat, thank you very much. Cheeky Jimmy, thanks for the gift sub. Giraffe, thank you very much for the cheer. Wow.
Alex_giggle.
And Duderino, thank you very much for the commentary.
I wouldn't thank us too much.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was like, I thought he played really well. He made a game where you've got zero guard into a thing, right? That was a seriously dangerous game.
Jaco.
Oh, Ziggy, thank you very much, and wow, what a hero! What a cheer there from Jaiko. Thank you very much. Boom.
Congrats on a Chalice win.
Well, we've only got through round 1, but we have managed to get through. We've navigated it with no casualties, and we've got Eliod in the next round.
Do you remember when getting through round 1 was exciting, and now it's just expected? If this was last season, we'd be going mad that you made it through round 1.
I know, it feels like round 1, is round 2 going to be the new round 1? Or is the final going to be the new round 1? Just imagine that. Oh, just imagine that. That'd be amazing. Anyway,
DJ Critch wants to know what's Eliod playing.
All right, I'll show you the 2 teams. So I don't think any of that leveled anyone. Oh, we did actually. Got a blitz.
You leveled the blitzer, didn't you?
Yeah, we got a level blitzer.
Because Hellboy was getting quite annoyed that you hadn't noticed that the blitzer was close to leveling, and he's already chose your skill for you as well when you get there.
Oh, okay, good. Is it stand firm?
It was actually, yes.
Let's go, Davo, let's go.
Oh,
Clap,
Dizzy,
clap.
thank you very much for the cheer. So this is Eliod's team, and this is what we've got next game. I reckon that Black Orc is almost certainly taking guard. So I think it'll be 8 guard versus, I think I've got 9. And it's going to be a positioning game, I think. That's what this is going to be.
Was this like a late run team or something? Because, it just seems very uniformed in what it's got.
Look at... No, the stats, he's played 30-something games there.
Wow.
I think he's had a couple of players die, I think.
It looks beautiful, though, doesn't it? Like, the block, then the guard, and, very formulaic.
It is, and the goblins can be a real pain in the ding dong to stop, right? So, Trox, thank you very much for the raid. And thank you very much for the game. There was a lot of people in chat saying, yeah, you played ever so well, so thank you, and well played.